Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Detective Comics number 35. So Batman's on the cover in this issue. Um, yeah, the guy's holding like the scientist guy. He looks like the villain from last issue. So I think they might have messed the covers up. That's another reason why I think they messed the covers up. But yeah, this guy in the chair, he looks like a soy, that Wojak thing. This like the soy face or whatever. That's what he looked. That's what he reminds me of. But anyway, yeah, here's a bunch of advertisements for I guess garbage. Well, they're advertising pistols. The the Batman, weird figure of darkness, again prowls forth to strike another blow against crime. Police Commissioner Gordon sits chatting with his friend Bruce Wayne, unaware that he is the Batman. I tell you, Bruce, if I ever catch the Batman. And they said the Batman like 5 times. Pardon me, sir, but someone wants to see you, says it's urgent. A wild-eyed man rushes into the room. Commissioner, I've got to talk to you. It's very important. Well then, what's up? You can talk freely. This is Bruce Wayne, a friend of mine. As you already must know, I am a sort of collector of curious. Okay. I even have a small museum of my pieces. A few nights ago I received a visitor. Perhaps you've heard of me. My name is Lennox. Sheldon Lennox. Why, you're the globetrotter and explorer. What do you want of me? I've heard you buy rare curios. So I brought you something while exploring a cave in India. I stumbled across a stone pedestal and found this. There before me stood the largest piece of ruby I had ever seen. It was carved into a little hideous statue, gleaming as red as blood. What is it? A solid chunk of ruby, representing the ancient Hindu idol, Ryla, god of destruction. Of course I had to have it, so I bought it from Lennox. 5 days ago I received a threatening note. We, the followers of Kila, command you to return our god to the temple from which it was stolen, or else it will bring destruction upon you. Just an hour ago I received another note, this one. Already, destruction visits Lennox, the guilty one. You yet may save yourself if you... Yeah, I can't read that, sorry. Great Scott, man. We haven't a moment to lose. Lennox is in great danger. Bruce, are you coming? Yeah, Commissioner Gordon has like brown hair, so that's like more like his more modern appearances. Here, like usually in these old comics, he had white hair, but it's interesting. Why not? Hindu idol worshippers, death notes, all sound very melodramatic. Maybe I'll write a story about it. Siren wailing, the police car speeds through the streets. There they are. They've got him. After them, Commissioner. The chase begins. They've hit a tire. Watch out. The touring car suddenly stops at the wharf's edge. For Kila. There is a scream, a splash, a Hindu's defiant shout. Kila is avenged. They've killed him. Yes, and thrown his body into the river. The rats. They got away, sir. I'll get the boys to drag the river from the man's body. From now on, Weldon, you and that infernal idol of yours will be guarded by my men. They'll probably pay you a visit next. I'm going back to headquarters now. Coming along, Bruce? No, Commissioner. I think I'll go home and write that story. The next day, the Tribune. Noted explorer is murdered by Hindus. Police drag river for body of Lennox. Body not yet found. Sheldon Lennox. Lennox sold millionaire Weldon precious statue carved of valuable ruby. Many people seem to be interested in the news, especially about the Hindu ruby idol. You know, Joe, that hunk of ruby must be worth an awful lot of dough. You said a mouthful, Mike. An Orient, yeah. Named Sin Fang also seems to be interested. Soon when the police are taken away. A few weeks later, and so I think you can take your men away now. The ruby idol is in a burglar-proof glass, and I'm sure I'm safe enough. Weldon, it's your ruby, and it's your life. I'll call my men off at once. And so the grinning idol of the ruby is left unguarded, bearing its curse of death. So Weldon has taken the police away, I got a hunch something's going to pop tonight. And I want to be there when it does. When the police are away, the rats will play. I think the Batman will take a hand in this game. Batman looks really cool in this panel. I like how he looks in that panel. That night, the Weldon estate. Oh, someone here already. Come on, ain't you got that alarm disconnected yet? Need any help, boys? The Batman, get him. Don't you know it's dangerous to play with knives? The other gangster rushes up from behind and catches the Batman in a deadly headlock. Oh, you broke my arm, oh. The Batman turns just in time to meet the first man. So you still want to play, eh? Suddenly, new figures appear on the scene. Hindus. This time you'll stay out. Yeah, I don't think India wasn't a country when this comic was made. It was part of the British Empire when this country was made. Or, this comic was made, not this... I'm an idiot, sorry. The club crashes down upon the Batman. Here, Keela, quick. The Hindu smashes the case as the alarm rings soundly. Hiss the alarm, quick, take the idol. The dazed Batman regains consciousness. But the alarm has warned the guards. There's one of them. Grab him. The case is smashed. It's gone. I hate to do this, buddy. The Batman races across the floor. Sorry I can't stay, boys. Leaps for the chandelier. But I really... and swings out. Must go. Crash. The Batman clutches a branch and drops to safety. The Batman dashes to his high-powered roadster. So now the Batmobile's blue. It's not red anymore. And it actually looks like more like the actual Batmobile here. Like, it looks like there's like a face on in the front. It looks like there's a face there. It's really cool. But that's the Hindu's car. Maybe I can still catch them. Then pursues his prey. The Batman trails his quarry into Chinatown. So Sin Fang, Chinese and curiosities, chop. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know. This was a very different time, so there's a lot of like Asian stuff in this. But the Batman, unnoticed by the Hindus, watches at a safe distance. Sin Fang, I gotta find out about him. Later, the home of Wong, unofficial mayor, of Chinatown, a wise and honest man. Oh, who are you? Some call me the Batman. I've heard of you. You are a good man. You fight all evil. But what can the Batman want of Wong? Information about the one called Sing Fang. The Batman tells Wong his story. From what you have told me, I have no doubt that the ruby idol will be cut into small pieces and then sold, for Sin Fang is really a receiver of stolen goods. You must be careful of Sin Fang. The Batman decides upon a bold ruse. That very night, you, the Batman, yes, I've come for the ruby idol. Surely the great Sin Fang does not care to deal with stolen goods. I had not realized it was stolen. If it were known that Sin Fang dealt with stolen goods, his reputation would suffer. Follow me, and I will return the idol. You are a smooth talker, Sin Fang, but I'm wise to you. Suddenly, as Sin Fang opens the door, two giant Mongols, wielding large curved swords, rush forward. Ducking neath the first slashing blade, the Batman clutches the man's wrist and hurls him backwards. Upon the other's upraised sword, then springs forward and crashes his fist against the jaw of the astonished Mongol. And that's that. Forgive me, the guards, seeing your masked face, thought you were an enemy. It was purely an accident. I forgive you. Lead on, my friend. As Sin Fang steps out of the room, the door suddenly slams shut upon the Batman. Slam. Gas, cough, mustard gas, cough. He reaches quickly for a particular glass vial in his belt and slams the pellet against the wall. I hope I picked the right vial. The gas from the pellet quickly mixes with the deadly mustard gas. There, that did it. The mustard gas is now harmless. I just had another little accident. You got bad plumbing in your house, Sin Fang. There is gas escaping from the pipes. Tisk, I shall have it remedied at once. In the next room, Sin Fang steps behind a wall and... Just a moment and I'll get the idol for you. Suddenly, the Batman drops through a trapdoor. This time die, Batman. It is no accident. Down, down, down. Falls the Batman to a watery grave. If I can just grab that pipe. And the Batman's clutch for safety is successful. Got it. The trapdoor is slightly open. If I stood on the pipe and leaped, I could just about reach it and get out of here. A few minutes later, the Batman is free. Whoa, that was a tight squeeze. Now for Sin Fang, and settle a little score for him. The Batman soon finds his foe. He steadily opens the door. With the Batman disposed of, no one can take you from me, my precious Ruby. Ha, the Batman. If he had known who I am, ha ha ha. Suddenly the orb begins to peel off the sign of his hands, revealing white flesh underneath. With these yellow skin gloves off, makeup washed off, and I really am Sheldon Lennox. You alive. I had a feeling you were behind all this, especially when the police failed to recover your body from the river. You needed money and made a deal with Sin Fang to cut up the ruby. You made use of the destruction legend it was supposed to have and wrote those notes. You hired those fake Hindus, staged your death, and then had the ruby stolen. Where's Sin Fang? Have you killed him? We had a quarrel, so I killed him, and since I speak Chinese, I made up to look like him and took his place. My gun suddenly appears in Lennox's hand, and now, Batman, it is your turn to die. As a shot tears through the Batman's cape, he reaches for the ruby idol, Killa, and hurls it at Lennox. Lennox falls through an open window and hurls to his death. So yeah, Batman just killed him, but with the bitter irony, across the crushed body falls a blood-red idol. Kila, god of destruction. Next day at police headquarters, the Batman, he's done it again. He's making the police department look ridiculous. I wish I could get my hands on him. Don't miss the next exciting episode of the sensational Batman, as he crashes through to smash another blow at crime next month. So yeah, that's the end of this issue. If you guys want me to read specific comic, just let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, if you guys like this video, like, comment, or subscribe. That'd be appreciated. Thank you. And I'll see you guys later.